Oh, I can't agree with you anymore, David. Through Final Wars and David charged at each other. Just like that, the fight continued. The two farmers grabbed David's left head and then bit at it. He then grabbed the right, oh, the right head and started choking it. While he used his tail to strangle the middle head, but that didn't stop David from fighting back. David continued to try to fight back with all of his might. Come on. Why are you so hard to beat? It's because I'm the king of the mega monsters, and you'll never be a king. Because all you will be is nothing but a joke. The fight continued. Inuyasha and Kiko watched behind, watching intensely as the fight continued. Inuyasha and Kiko were wondering what was taking the robot so long, but not knowing that he turned back to the good side, the others just knocked him out. Well, mainly Sir Fireworks' robot counterpart knocked him out. Sir Fireworks he was doing a good job until David started to use his lightning at him, blinding his eyes, just temporarily. He then grabbed Super Fireworks and started flying all the way up to the sky. He then dropped him and Super Fireworks slammed on the ground. Inuyasha and Kiko screamed in pain, feeling the huge amount of pain that Sir Fireworks felt. God. It felt like I got hit by a freaking mammoth or something. I felt like I got hit by a car. Oh, God. Is this what Sir Fireworks has to deal with every day of his life? I feel bad for the guy. Sir Fireworks barely strong enough to keep himself up, and barely having enough energy, he can only lift up his head. As he saw that David landed, he started looking at him down, with a really wide grin on his face. So much for the king of the mega monsters. I'll consume your energy and kill you, then kill your little buddies down there who are bonded with you. And then after that, I will finally continue my plans as well as Lucas's plans. Inuyasha and Kiko glared at David, knowing that he was going to kill their close friend. Even though they only known each other for basically about a day, they already were not allowing a good friend like Sir Fireworks dying on their watch. This might sound stupid, but I actually kind of want to fight him. Me too, I actually kind of want to fight him too. Kiko grabbed her bow and shot one of her arrows at David, getting his attention. She shot multiple arrows at him, but barely doing any damage. Inuyasha and Kiko completely were frozen in fear, knowing that their attacks basically did nothing. David slowly turned his head to look at them. Who are you? Do not stand a chance against me. Kiko tried to reload her. Well, try to get another arrow, but she realized that she ran out. Ah, crap. Now that is a pity. What are you going to do now? Half demon and priestess? You are forsaken. No help is gonna come to save you. And your little buddy over there is all on the ground, very injured. David slowly made his way towards them. Mr. Farnes tried getting up, but he was unsuccessful. Ah, I see. You two are mates. Well, half-demon, you can't save your little girlfriend from my fire. She is going to burn. Once again. Wait, what are you talking about? You really think Naraku is that dumb enough to attack you? No, I gave him the little idea to take the body of that human that you were trying to save, Kiko. I gave him the idea to disguise himself as the two of you to make you kill each other. Basically, I am the reason why you guys tried to kill each other in the first place. Inuyasha and Kiko were clearly enraged about this. All this time, the real monster that was responsible for all of that pain and suffering was the very monster that they were looking at right now. Tell me, mortals, how do you stand a chance on challenging me, David, or aka Mega Death Ghidorah, the ultimate demon? How do you think you can challenge me? Inuyasha and Kiko saw that there was a little weak spot. It was small, but it was there. There was a little scar that couldn't really heal properly. It was surrounded by all of David's body armor, but it was a little hole. It was a little hole that it was too small that even survivors couldn't even notice it. Inuyasha and Kiko smiled. Kiko saw that one of her arrows fell to the ground. She picked it up and aimed it at David. You two have nothing left. No friends, no family to save you. You have nothing but your death. David roared at them and started charging right at them. Inuyasha, yeah? On my mark, use your wings, use your sword, or on my count. Once we get a little closer. Got it. A little closer. Closer. You're mine now. Now. Inuyasha used his sword to create a special power called Wind Scar, while Kiko fired her arrow at the very same weak spot. And they were successful, managed to hit David right at that spot. David roared out in pain. What the? How is that possible? How did you? You little brats. You're gonna pay for that. Sir Forrest got back up and charged up his red spot ray atomic breath. While David was distracted by all the sheer amount of pain that he was feeling, not knowing that he actually had a weak spot, even Sir Forrest was surprised. So Farmer's team looked up at the sky and saw that David was screaming out in pain. Sir Farmer's charged up his red spot radar breath and fired it at David, penetrating him, almost killing him instantly. David roared one last time, and just like that, he closed his eyes as he slowly fell back down to the ground. David, or aka Maya Death Ghidorah, the ultimate demon, was finally killed. Had been finally put an end to his reign of terror. He will no longer harm anyone or anyone. Anybody else will no longer have to worry about him harming people, because he was now dead.